Oh, got a new show for y'all.
Got a damn good show.
Paul Pelosi, Nancy Pelosi's husband, was attacked, head bashed in with a hammer.
By a Trump supporter.
That's what the media's saying anyway.
Man, these damn Trump supporters, man, they getting out of hand. January 6th, now this? Gosh. You know they're attacking democracy, right? So why he was at Nancy Pelosi's house? There's a threat against democracy. Might even been an assassination attempt. That's what I'm thinking. Trump supporter, Nancy Pelosi. Why else would he be there? He's trying to take out the Speaker of the House.
Well, this is how the media is painting this story. But let me show you where this dude lives at.
Man, that is a shithole.
This dude lives in Berkeley, California, one of the most liberal places in this country. I also should note that he's an illegal immigrant from Canada.
That don't sound like no damn Trump supporter to me. Trump hates illegal immigrants.
And he's a nudist. If you notice that in the bottom right-hand corner, there's a flag hanging. That's an LGBTQ marijuana flag. You can buy those on Amazon. I mean, you can buy them wherever. There's a bunch of sites that sell those. That's an LGBTQ flag. First of all, and in the back, in the windows, there's two messages. Go ahead and scan in all those. One of them is Berkeley stands united against hate.
That don't sound like a Trump supporter.
That sounds like a progressive message to me. Of course, everybody's against hate, but there's one side that uses this type of message to get votes and paint the other side as hate and just hate people, right?
Right.
There's the other side, Black Lives Matter. But the media's painting this dude as a Trump supporter. Put the camera on me. I can understand if this dude lived in a damn trailer home. Outside his damn trailer, he had a damn rubber flag.
Yeah.
Damn United States flag.
Lives in Mobile, Alabama.
Yeah, damn no, don't tread on me flag.
Yeah.
And he's got
a sign, All Lives Matter.
That would make sense.
Yeah, but him having a Black Lives Matter sign in his window, a gay flag, he's a legal immigrant, and he lives in a shithole.
He lives in Berkeley, California.
I mean, I'm sure there's poor Trump supporters, but not in Berkeley, California.
Well, he's a Trump supporter. That's what MSNBC is saying. Hey, check out this damn news story.
This dude right here is such a liar.
We have a confession tonight in the attempted assassination of the Speaker of the House. The man who broke into Speaker Pelosi's home in the middle of the night demanding to know where's Nancy is not charged with the attempted assassination of the Speaker because the state and federal charges he is facing tonight are based on the actual words he used in his confession to police, in which he said he broke into Nancy Pelosi's San Francisco home planning to use his hammer, quote, to break her kneecaps.
Damn.
But when 42-year-old Trump-supporting David DePape used his hammer on Nancy Pelosi's husband, he did not go for the kneecaps. He used that hammer to fracture Paul Pelosi's skull.
That's horrible.
And he was stopped from continuing to repeatedly slam that hammer into Mr. Pelosi's skull by San Francisco police officers who entered the house just in time to witness the first blow of that hammer to Paul Pelosi's skull and to then immediately apprehend the would-be assassin. The confession includes this description of what happened when the police arrived. Quote, the police arrived and knocked on the door, and Pelosi ran over and opened it. Pelosi grabbed onto DePape's hammer, which was in DePape's hand. At this point in the interview, DePape repeated that DePape did not plan to surrender and that he would go through Pelosi. DePape stated that he pulled the hammer away from Pelosi and swung the hammer toward Pelosi. DePape explained that Pelosi's actions resulted in Pelosi taking the punishment instead. The FBI affidavit includes this account of what happened after Paul Pelosi managed to call 911. On October 28, 2022, at 2:23 a.m., San Francisco dispatch received a 911 call from Paul Pelosi, located at the Pelosi residence in San Francisco, California. Pelosi stated words to the effect of there is a male in the home and that the male is going to wait for Pelosi's wife. At 2:31 a.m., San Francisco Police Department officers Colby Wilness responded to the Pelosi residence, California, in San Francisco, California, and knocked on the front door. When the door was opened, Pelosi and DePape were both holding a hammer with one hand, and DePape had his other hand holding on to Pelosi's forearm. Pelosi greeted the officers. The officers asked them what was going on. DePape responded that everything was good. Officers then asked Pelosi and DePape to drop the hammer. DePape pulled the hammer from Pelosi's hand and swung the hammer, striking Pelosi in the head. Officers immediately went inside and were able to restrain DePape. While officers were restraining DePape, Pelosi appeared to be unconscious on the ground. Law enforcement searched DePape's backpack at the Pelosi residence, and they found, among other things, a roll of tape, white rope, one hammer, one pair of rubber and cloth gloves, and a journal.
Yeah, this sounds like Dexter.
This doesn't make any sense. What the FBI's account? They said when he got there, Pelosi opened the door, right, and then he goes back into the house and grabs a hammer that David DePape was holding. If your life was in danger and somebody's in there with a hammer, why don't you just run out the door with the cops and let the cops run in? But anyway, he runs back in the house and grabs the hammer from the guy. And then Paul Pelosi actually greets the cops like, how's it going?
How's everything going? Oh, everything's just fine.
Yeah, that's what DePape said. Everything's good. And then somehow or another, the cops are just standing there, allows the guy to rip the hammer from Paul Pelosi and bash his damn skull in twice.
Yeah. I'm thinking if the cops are standing there and he's hitting them repeatedly in the head with a hammer, why didn't the cops shoot him? He's got a deadly weapon. Well, this is San Francisco. The cops probably liberal as hell.
But it was some, I don't know how true this was, but they say when DePape was arrested, he was in his underwear. So you know what would be great? I need some transparency, okay? San Francisco PD, I need to see them damn body cams because I know y'all got body cams.
Yeah, they got
San Francisco. I know as soon as y'all went in there, all that is being seen what actually unfolded.
Yeah, I want to hear that 911 call.
Yeah, they actually released the dispatcher's call, but they didn't release the 911 call of Paul Pelosi. I want to hear Paul Pelosi, hey, get over here. It's a crazy-ass man in here. He's just got his, I don't know how true it is. He had just underwear on. He's trying to make me do something, I don't know, sexually. I mean, it was a 911 call. I want to hear that actual call. That's going to tell the story of how this occurred.
Yeah, because I don't believe either side, left or right, because everybody's got an agenda. If y'all really want to clear things up, y'all should share the body cams and the 911 call.
Yeah, but what MSNBC showed, they said it was just a man, and then that Pelosi didn't know who it was.
Yeah.
That's how it was reported. But there's another, the actual dispatch call was released. Check this audio out.
Priority 910, 2640 Broadway, cross of Scott and Normandy. Hey, 14 hour copy. RP stated that there's a male in the home and that he's going to wait for his wife. RP stated that he doesn't know who the male is, but he advised that his name is David and that he is a friend. RP sounded somewhat confused. 12 over back and copy.
Units code 3 to 2640 Broadway per 14 hour.
Cover 12 over copy. 15 over also code 3.
Cover 112 advising sufficient units on scene 2640 Broadway. Special call medic 66, location 2640 Broadway.
Yeah, that's not the actual 911 call. That's just the dispatch relaying to the cops what Paul Pelosi told them.
He said he don't know who he is, but his name is David, and he's a good friend.
It doesn't make any sense. And then fact checkers out here fact checking people who say anything about David DePape being in his underwear.
Right.
Saying no, it's no. You know what? We'll clear all this up. San Francisco PD, y'all need to release the body cams. Y'all need to release the 911 calls so everybody knows what's going on. Because now the media's painting this like an evil Trump support out here trying to kill Nancy Pelosi.
Well, think about it. Never let a tragedy go to waste. They're going to, politicize this, say it was a Trump support. Everybody knows with common sense, with a normal functioning brain, this no way in hell could be a Trump supporter.
I think it
doesn't fit the narrative.
Yeah, I think it's a possible a gay thing was going on there. I mean, why else would he have an LGBTQ flag?
And why would he be in his underwear? But they say,
I don't know how true that is.
I don't know how true that is, yeah.
Right, but if you give me some body cams, we know what's going on.
But it doesn't make sense. Why would somebody with a Black Lives Matter LGBTQ flag, illegal immigrant from Canada, the only reason why he was able to stay in this country is because San Francisco is a sanctuary city. Why would that man go out of his way to assassinate the very people that's trying to keep him here in America?
That's a good point, man.
It's a damn good point. But they will never release those body cams. They will never release that 911 tape. You know why? Because they're going to cover for him. And I would not be surprised if this man dies in police custody.
That's another good point. Because they saying he confessed to everything. Now that he's confessed, now he can die.
I don't think it was
Case closed.
I don't think it was there to assassinate Nancy Pelosi. That is far-fetched. That is unbelievable to any rational mind. I think he was in that house to assassinate Pelosi's asshole with his mushroom tip. That's why I think he was there. I think he was going to cream pie him and everything.
Going to bust him some nuts, right?
Yeah, that's why I think he was there. He's going to assassinate Pelosi's mouth and his butt.
I'm thinking something went wrong. They got done doing whatever they're doing. Maybe David DePass, hey, I want a pizza. I'm going to order a pizza. He's popular. No, I don't want no pizza. I'm 80-some years old. That's going to raise my cholesterol up. Let me get me a salad. You go get a salad? No, I want some pizza. You know what? I'm tired of this. Bam! Bam!
Hey, he might have got pissed off because Pelosi couldn't get his dick up. He is 80.
Yeah, women can look the other way. Women get pissed, but you piss a gay dude off, you can't get it up? Oh, man.
It doesn't make sense. If he really wanted to assassinate Nancy, he would have knew she was there. And if she was there, there would have been police. There would have been Capitol Police there.
How does he get into the home? This woman's third in line to the presidency.
Yeah.
If something happens to the president and vice president, and there's no security, there's no Secret Service, do you have cameras in the house? I would love to see them cameras in the house.
It's got to be.
Y'all covering all this up. This is why I'm not going to go down the rabbit hole and say this is a conspiracy theory, but if y'all show a little transparency.
They ain't going to show no transparency. They share transparency only when it helps their agenda. They never show transparency to disprove their agenda, which is that fake news story that Nancy Pelosi was going to get assassinated and the dude was going to.
Dude was a damn Trump
How you going to
supporter.
assassinate somebody by bashing their kneecaps? None of this shit makes sense.
Well, that's what he confessed to. That's what MSNBC.
Well, the dude's mentally ill.
And y'all just take his word for it.
You can't take a man that's mentally ill. You can't take his word. You have to corroborate things. You have to do police work.
Yeah. But I think the dude.
It was a lover's quarrel. That's what I think.
Well, they found tape and rope and gloves in his bag. I don't know if the bag was planted by police.
No, that's a. You never know. They had the FBI there. They might have planted some shit.
Hey, man, go to the 7-Eleven, get a bag of some tape, get some white rope, get some gloves,
and some duct tape.
And make sure you don't. Yeah, that's all we need.
They come in there with the bag here. Is this all the shit you was in your car? I don't know none of this shit. What about that rope? Pick that rope up. Do you recognize this rope here? No, I never recognized getting all his fingerprints on that bitch.
All right, we'll take this out. Yeah, thanks for touching everything, dumbass.
I don't believe that. Hell no, that man was not there. This is my opinion. I'm just speculating. I have no proof to, prove what I'm saying. But no, it doesn't make sense, man. None of it makes sense, especially where he lives and what he has out in front of his residence. That shit, a Trump supporter?
Just the fact that he's a nudist and he's an illegal immigrant from a damn liberal shithole Canada is just like... That was a damn good show. For more damn good shows, click one of these 2 videos right here. Hey, we got some comedy shows coming up this weekend. We're going to be in Cleveland, Ohio. Yeah. Dayton, Ohio. Yeah. Later next month, we're going to be in Houston, Texas. Arlington, Texas.
Shooting a live comedy special.
Yeah, go to HodgetwinsTour.com for tickets.
And in the comments, what do y'all think he was there for? Was he there to assassinate Nancy and bust her kneecaps?
Or was he there
You can't have it both ways. You can't be there to assassinate somebody and bust their kneecaps.
Yeah. Or do you think he was there to get sucked off?
And assassinate Pelosi's butthole and get sucked off in return?
Yeah.
I think he was there personally to get sucked off.